Good morning. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate the piece of software that this project is aimed at replacing. The software is currently installed on computers with operating systems as back far as Windows XP and all the way up to Windows 8, and is run on 32 or 64-bit machines. So the new software will obviously need to be able to do that as well. The software itself is fairly straightforward. It's installed on a local computer, which connected to it has a barcode scanner, which is connected connected by a serial port. And the software just sits there and waits for someone to scan a barcode. It then takes that barcode along with some information that is input when the software is first run, submits all that stuff to a website. The website returns a string of information, a formatted string of information back to the software, which the software then needs to display to the user. You don't need to worry about the server side of things. In the project description, the format of the string that is returned from the server is described, and that's what the software will receive back and display if appropriate. So just to show you sort of what the current software does, when I run the software the first time, it's going to collect some of that configuration information that it needs to submit to the URL. So this happens only the first time it's run. I'm not going to bore you by reading all the text in these boxes. What it's collecting, as I said, is described in the project, so you can see what it needs to collect the first time it's run. But once it's run, obviously, when it's run again, it doesn't ask for that information a second time. It knows what the information is and doesn't need to ask it a second time. In the menu bar up here, you'll need to have something that can be clicked on so that those variables can be altered if they need to be altered. So this software basically just sits here and does nothing until a barcode is scanned, and it should be able to do it whether it's the active window or not the active window. But when the barcode is scanned, so that what the software did was send the information that was scanned off to the server. The server returned a string, and what it did was display the barcode that was submitted along with the name of the person that's attached to that particular barcode. You also probably heard that doorbell sound that was played. That was also in the string that was returned from the server as an integer as to which file to play, and that was this good scan file that was played. So the winning bid, I'll give you these files as well, so they can be incorporated in the installation files so that they can be included as well. What was not attached to this particular client was some extra notes or extra information, but if there was, that information would appear down here in this window down here. If the server could not identify the barcode attached to that particular client, it would show up in the second column over here in unknown clients and would just display the barcode. The other thing that this software did, which you can't see from here, is created on the local computer a little text file with today's date on it, with a visit log afterwards, that basically captures two things. It captures the barcode that was scanned and the timestamp that was returned by the server. So I would need it to do that as well. It's just sort of a local backup copy, just in case something should happen to the server, that there's a backup of the visits that were recorded. If we were to scan that barcode again,
goodbye.
That time it said goodbye, and that's because the web server returned the code that basically said this isn't a new visit, I just need you to play the goodbye scan wave file. And so forth and so on. People scan their cards, the software sends stuff off to the server sends it back to the software, and the software displays that information to the user. So that's what it does. That's what I'm looking to have replaced. If you have any questions, please send me a note and I will be happy to get back to you. Thanks very much.